We observe in nature that many elements in their elemental form could be highly toxic or dangerous to life. But when they're mixed together, when they're combined with each other, they can be very beneficial. Is there any lesson to be drawn from this observation in nature, and in any parallel?
Can he specify the question by quoting examples?
For example, hydrogen and oxygen as such, they could be very dangerous to life if they could explode, or many things could happen to them. And sodium and chlorine, for example,
yes.
If they're alone, they could be dangerous, but mixed they make salt. Combined hydrogen and oxygen also make water. So what lesson can we draw from this, and is there any parallel with the spiritual life?
You see, as far as the water is concerned, you're quite right that oxygen itself alone is not only life-giving but also life-taking. It's a very strange thing. People do not understand about oxygen, that oxygen is extremely harmful for life. It can destroy life. Only it is directed by God to exact places where it can be safely introduced and would not cause any danger to life. So this phenomenon is amazing. This is a proof of God's existence. And when it mixes with hydrogen, water is formed, and with water, all books have given the example of water of life, that is, ilham and water are equal. They are similar to each other. So this is a very profound observation of yours. I'm very glad to see. And I want to tell you that this is a proof of the existence of God. The two things, individually harmful, can become the very source of life. Hydrogen can be harmful individually. People don't understand this question. But what is hydrogen bomb? A very deadly weapon. It's produced entirely with hydrogen. And hydrogen, it has many different grades. Heavy hydrogen is one of the types of hydrogen with which they make atomic bomb, and that is extremely dangerous. So your example is very good. I am glad to observe this. MashaAllah, you very intelligently quoted this example of yours. And what was the second example which he quoted?
The second example was that of sodium and chlorine.
Yes.
That's separately.
Common salt.
Yes.
Yes. Sodium by itself is combustible, and combustible in water. You put sodium in water and it will take fire. And chlorine is very dangerous for life. But when they are mixed together, they make common salt. So amazing things are produced by Allah. Thank you very much for this very profound question.
There's a multiple question here which is turning around the term vegetarianism. So the first question is it permissible to be vegetarian in Islam? And if so, then I think I lost the second part of the question. I'm sorry. Could it be harmful to the health? Also, we read in the Bible that the two sons of Adam alayhi salam had each presented a sacrifice, one of flesh and one of produce of the earth. So if one is a vegetarian Muslim, can one present a sacrifice of...
That's not true. The second question is wrongly framed. But anyway, I'll answer the question first. Vegetarianism is not bad for health, because look at the cows and sheep, etc. Are they not vegetarian? Is it bad for their health? No. It's not bad for health. But man is made, human beings are made a perfect combination of the life before. So before there are lions, there are tigers, etc., and meat-eating animals as well, and they are also healthy. So why to forbid one and permit the other? So this is the beauty of Islam. It creates a balance between the two. Right? And the second part I don't think is correct. Sacrifices were offered. One was accepted by Allah and one was rejected. But the nature of the sacrifice was not mentioned in the Holy Quran. In the Bible we don't they have changed it, interpolated it, I don't know. So they invent things for themselves. I go by the Quran. Quran says that according to one person's sacrifice was accepted by Allah and the others was not accepted. And that is why he said, I'm going to kill you. God has preferred you over me. So that caused a rebellion in that man. But the reason why it was not accepted, it was not because vegetable was presented to God. It was because the intention of the person who made sacrifice was not good. He did it for his ego's sake, to prove that he also is commended by God's acceptance, etc. But his intention was not good, so God rejected that. Now this gives us lessons for all time. Whenever you offer sacrifice, do it with pure intention. Otherwise the sacrifice cannot reach God. Sacrifice, God doesn't eat any sacrifice, does he? So only the intention reaches God, not the sacrifice itself.